Welcome to the Season 1 recap of Killing It. Craig Foster, a divorced father and bank security guard, is hoping to become an entrepreneur. His brother Isaiah repeatedly takes part in illegal activities. While Craig tries to get a loan at his own bank, Isaiah robs the bank, and Craig is fired from his job. Craig rents out his apartment for extra money but gets a call for a loan meeting. He returns to his apartment and finds that it is being used to film pornography. During the drive, the snake, who was believed to be dead, begins attacking Craig. On the way back, Gillian offers to split the money for the python and tells him about the python hunting challenge with a $20,000 prize. He meets Brock, a professional python hunter and influencer, and his son Corby, who is also his cameraman. Craig decides to enter the python hunting competition. He sees Gillian at the start of the competition and she offers to team up. Craig insists that he wants to compete alone to get the full prize money, and Gillian teams up with Silas, an senile older man. Craig borrows a car for his ex-wife Camille and goes to hunt pythons. Gillian realizes that Silas has a medical bottle with his name on it. In front of the police, Gillian steals the medicine bottle and eats the label, but is arrested for destroying evidence. Craig gets Gillian from jail and they decide to team up. Back at his apartment, Craig is evicted from his apartment because of the pornography production. Craig, now living in a 24-hour gym, and Isaiah attend an entrepreneur conference run by Rodney Lamonka, a wealthy and snobby motivational speaker. Craig hopes to pitch his business to Rita Gaines, one of the hosts, but she keeps delaying him and ultimately reveals that she already invests in a competing business. Isaiah makes $21,000 selling stolen and made-up conference accesses. Gillian sneaks into the conference and meets Matt, a wealthy businessman. She pretends that she is also wealthy. Gillian confronts Craig and they leave. Lamonka's thugs capture Isaiah and want revenge for his actions. While hunting, Gillian and Craig encounter Brock and Corby. They kill a snake and decide to try and split credit for it. While turning in the snake, they find out that Carlos is leading the competition by a big margin. Meanwhile, Isaiah convinces Rodney to follow his advice, and Rodney hires him. Isaiah gives Rodney further fruitful advice, which leads Isaiah to become one of Rodney's advisors. Rodney invites Isaiah into his office, where Isaiah sees that he has killed one of his other advisors. Gillian begins working with TaskRabbit and gets a job to prove residency for a wealthy socialite. Despite being told not to invite guests, Gillian allows Nate to come over to prove that she is wealthy. Enraged, Sloan locks them in the house and calls the police. Nate tells Gillian that he hopes he finds someone to be romantic with whom cares less about money and leaves. Sloan returns to her billboard trailer where the police come and ask about her connection with the fire that killed Carlos's pythons. Brock, Craig and Gillian are investigated for their role in the mini-golf shed burning down. They have an alibi, but Jim, an insurance agent, is suspicious. Marco reveals that he plans to accept a job in Columbus, Ohio, and move with Vanessa and Camille. Marco supports Craig's alibi, but blackmails him into agreeing to let Vanessa move. Camille learns that Craig is living in a gym and offers to let him sleep at their house. Craig contacts Isaiah and asks him for work. Isaiah arrives with the dead body of Noah, one of Rodney's advisors, in the back of his car and asks for help. After the election of Donald Trump, Rodney reveals that he is worried about riots and hands out backpacks with integrated bulletproof vests. He asks Isaiah to test his vest, which he does by shooting Rodney. Seeing that Rodney was unharmed, Noah asks to be shot as well, but Rodney misses and shoots him in the neck. Noah dies and Rodney orders Isaiah to dispose of his body. Isaiah recruits the help of Craig and they plan to bury Noah's body in the Everglades. As they prepare to bury him, they get into an argument and see that Noah's body is being eaten by a python. Relieved, they turn around but see a quadcopter drone recording their actions. In a flashback to 2014, Brock is fired from his job and decides to become a professional influencer. In the present time, he follows local Christian influencers, the Flow Boys, and notices that they have the help of Kevin Braylon, who is known for promoting YouTube channels. Brock drives to their house only to become injured when he drives over an unexploded landmine. He meets with the Flow Boys and Kevin, who agree to support him by doing a collaboration video. Brock leaves and finds that Corby had stolen a golden cross from the Flow Boys. They sell it and use it to buy camera equipment, including a drone. They fly the drone in the Everglades and it overflies Craig and Isaiah attempting to hide Noah's body. Craig attempts to work with Brock. Brock agrees to work with Craig, but while he is out in the field, they encounter the body of Kevin. Jillian shows up with numerous python eggs, but Craig attempts to steal them. Brock arrives and attempts to grab the eggs but is shot. After burying Noah's body, Craig attempts to reconcile with his brother. Realizing that his daughter will be moved, Craig attempts to turn in the python that is digesting Noah. Thank you for watching the recap, and if you liked it, then please give a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel.